What's up, metalheads? This is Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Spyderco Lil Temperance 3. And this is a knife that's actually based off a fixed blade from Spyderco called the Temperance, which was designed by Sal Glesser. That fixed blade has been discontinued. I don't know if this has been discontinued or not. I don't think it has been, but I don't see very many of these around. It's a very different look from Spyderco. Well, it's got the normal Spidey hole and everything, but the shape is just very different for Spyderco, in my opinion. The blade to handle ratio is just slightly off for me with this one. And I'll be honest, first time I picked this thing up, I thought it was terrible. I thought it was just like so ugly. But every time I pick it up and look at it, I start to like it a little bit more. Something about it. The ergos on it are actually really, really good. Really good. Right there. That's the sweet spot right there. With that jimping right there for your thumb to land. It's great. And it's got this little divot in the G10 here, which on the fixed blade there were several of these divots on both sides. And for me, with my hand, my middle finger lands right in that divot. Just perfectly lands right there, and it just feels good, really good in hand. It's a very interesting knife. S30V blade steel, satin finish on it, G10 handles, steel liners, Spyderco's compression lock. The pocket clip is done with where it goes. Well, the lanyard hole is done where it goes right through the pocket clip. And on the fixed blade, there's a lanyard hole pretty much in the same place. Obviously, there's no pocket clip on the fixed blade, but pretty much in the same place. So they're trying to stay true to that look, pay homage to it, I guess. That's what they were going for. This is not a popular knife from Spyderco. I don't see a lot of people talk about this knife or a lot of videos about this knife. I don't see much at all about it. And this one's actually done in Seiki City, Japan. And my understanding is they do pretty good work there. So, especially with their steel, I've heard it's pretty good. I don't have a lot of experience with their knives. All the Spydercos I have are either from Colorado or Taiwan. So this one is on washers, of course, as most Spydercos are. And this one's new, so it's got that new washer feel to it. It will break in and be buttery smooth, just like a Para 3 or Para 2 or any Spyderco's others, I'm sure. Just needs someone to play with it and break her in. And of course, it's a fingerprint magnet. Yeah, I'll give you some size comparisons to this knife. The two obvious ones that most people are going to want to see it against, I would think. I don't have a Para 2. Para 2 is too large for me, but that's the Para 3, which is a very close comparison to, and the Yojimbo 2. A little bit shorter than the Yojimbo 2, probably about a ½ inch shorter than the Yojimbo 2. But one other thing I've noticed about this knife, where I think they made a mistake, honestly, with it, is where this divot is at, right? It's fine here. Well, on this side, the pocket clip lands right in that divot. And this thing is tight in and out of the pocket. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but it's pretty tight. It's kind of odd that they decided to do that. I'm trying to understand what their logic was behind it and how they didn't see or notice that could be an issue, because the pocket clip has a lot of tension on it also. So yeah, it's tight in and out of the pocket, but it's not one of those that's going to pull your pants down or tear your pocket up. It's just pretty tight. You're not going to lose it, I guarantee you that. So it's not going to fall out of your pocket, that's for damn sure. But again, it's not terrible. It's not going to pull your pants off trying to put it in your pocket or tear your jeans up going in and out of the pocket. So interesting knife. Let me give you a couple other size comparisons here in case you guys don't have those Spydercos. Here's a bug out and the penguin. Yeah, penguin's almost identical in length. The bug out's a little bit longer, not by much though. So it's got a wider handle to it than, say, a Para 3 does. I think it's trying to, again, pay homage to that fixed blade version, the Temperance. And yeah, it's actually quite comfortable in hand. It's not bad at all. It's actually pretty comfy, especially right there. If you got to do any hard work, perfect spot to land. And the original fixed blade had that same ramp up right there for your thumb to land, to give you more control over the blade on a fixed blade. Yeah. One thing that is quite different though from the fixed blade is, on the fixed blade, the blade to handle ratio was it's pretty even. I'm trying to understand why they went so short on this blade with this leaf shaped blade, because you got a lot of space left there, you know, probably 3/8 to a half an inch of space in the handle there, where they could have continued the blade on out. But I don't know. It's just, again, when I first looked at it, I thought it was terrible. I thought it was ugly. But the more I look at it, the more I start to like it. It grows on you, you know, especially when you hold it in hand. That's when it really grows on you. It's when you really start to appreciate it. I wish they would have made the blade a little bit longer, but you know, it's not bad. And they the normal Spyderco, no sharpening choil or anything there. So, but pretty much same on every other Spyderco, so no surprise. Pretty good looking knife. Give you the specs on it real quick also. The overall length is 7.19 inches. Close length is 4.4 inches. Cutting edge is 2.9 inches, and the blade length is 2.9 inches. 115 thousandths on the blade stock, so it's beefy, and that's again paying homage to the fixed blade version of it. CPM S30V, leaf shaped blade, G10 handles. Handle thickness is just under half an inch, and the weight is 4 ounces, and I have checked the weight already and verified that is accurate. So yeah, very interesting knife from Spyderco. I'm surprised I don't see more of them. I think the reason we don't see more of them is just the blade to handle ratio. I think it probably turns some people off, but when you get this thing in hand, it's really not bad at all. It's actually pretty comfy and beefy. It's beefy, thick. Look at the thickness of that blade stock compared to, say, Yojimbo 2. That's about the same as Yojimbo 2. Pair 3 I think is a little thinner. Yeah, pair 3 is thinner for sure. So it's beefy, but only 4 ounces. So yeah, I think you could use this for some pretty hard use applications, and it would serve you very well. You can actually get down on the tip fairly well on it also for detail cuts. In comparison to Spyderco, you can too. It's a little different, you know, gripping to get there. This one you can get up there pretty, because the blade's so short, you can really get up there to that tip easily. Pinch grip's going to be great also. Yeah, I think that may have something to do with it also. Just, I mean, you can really get up on this tip, right on the tip, because of how short the blade is compared to the handle. Yeah, very odd and interesting knife from Spyderco. But Spyderco's good at that. They have lots of odd and interesting knives, and this definitely falls in that category. I'm sure collectors out there love these things. I don't know if they're still making these or not. I know the fixed blade has been discontinued for a while now, for a long time. I don't know if these are really made, because I never see them on websites anymore. Or ever. I didn't even know they existed until I got this one in here for the knife sale. But yeah, I never see these online anywhere. They never pop up. So yeah, if you guys know more about this knife, leave a comment below and let me know what you know about it. If you have one, what do you think? And if you don't have one, what do you think of the look of this thing? Comment below. Tell me what you think about the look of this thing. Because if it's your first time seeing it, I want to know if your thoughts were the same as mine the first time I saw it. It's grown on me since then, but initially I hated it. Now I don't hate it. I kind of like it, but I don't love it yet. Maybe I'll love it if I play with it a little more. I don't know. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys on the next one.